And welcome back, everyone, to another weekend market wrap up with myself, David Millionaire Incorporated, where on Saturdays I like to go through and review the pound yen Forex currency pair just to see what it did during the week, where we could have actually taken some potential trades, and how we could actually look at the charts. Now, if you're new to the channel, I do this every weekend, every Saturday in Australia, Friday night if you're in the US and States. And like I said, I like to kind of review the pound yen and see what it's done. So if you're new, don't forget, guys, smash that subscribe button, join the channel so you can keep up with all my latest videos. Like I said, every weekend, Forex market reviews. I also do videos on crypto. I've got a full trading course now on my channel. So there is a playlist in my channel there. Just go over, have a look, go through the videos. It's only a very basic kind of tutorial kind of thing, but all the information is there to get you started if you're new to trading itself. So, as well as that, don't forget, guys, if you like this kind of content, drop me a like and let me know what your views on the pound yen pair will be moving forward. I'd love to hear from you, get a bit of discussion going on, and kind of develop some ideas. So, let's dive into it. So, as you can see, last week I've still got those arrows up from last week. What I was showing, I think it might be doing because last week ended quite bearish. So it was quite a bit of a sell-off last week, and coming just up to this area here of support. So let me just delete that. At this 150, 160 area, and you can see here it kind of blew all the way down through it, kind of found a bit of support just in this area here before moving lower again. So it was fairly a bearish week this week. As you can see, it did move lower overall. I said, depending on how it actually opens and what it does at the start of the week, you could actually see a couple of these scenarios play out. So I'm going to get rid of all these arrows now because we don't need them anymore because we can actually see what it actually did. It actually just moved lower. So give me a second. And last one gone. Okay, so let's drop down to the 4 hour so make it a bit easier to see. So this week opened up on this candle just here. So you can see last week pretty much closed on that last 4 hour candle. This week opened, kind of came up higher, then just kind of kept moving lower. Looked like it could have been finding some support in this area just here, but then moved lower still. So I actually took a trade at the start of this week on this candle here as it kind of closed above that 150 area. As you can see, though, it didn't pan out. I actually lost that trade. 40 pips wasn't too. I would expect. I was stuck with my risk reward management style for trading, and obviously didn't work out. So I've actually just dropped that one in. So I thought potentially could find support at this area just here and move back higher to test those highs before coming lower again. So take profit was going to be 80. Stop loss was 40. So obviously full disclosure, I'm not one of those kind of people who would go, oh, these are only my wins, these are my profits. No, I'll show you when I have my losses as well, because that's part of trading. You will have losses from time to time. You just want to make sure that you're overall more profitable than you are and then losing. So after that, as we said, I had some areas marked up where it could potentially find some support. So I was thinking maybe at this area just here. So I kind of came just above that. So you could probably even have popped a support line just at the base of this area here. Kind of, let's move this up a little bit higher. There we go. So it could have been like just there where we could have found some support. Um, Not the cleanest area, so you can see it kind of came down, found that support just here, then moved higher. So would have just possibly touched that area. But in saying that, it wouldn't have been a good buy because it just kept blowing through. So even if you had taken another second trade at the close of that 4 hour candle, let me delete this. At the close of this 4 hour candle just here, thinking it might have kind of potentially gone back up higher. You can see it would have just kept going lower. So it's kind of given some false candles there where you could have potentially thought it was going to go lower but didn't. I mean, go higher but didn't. As you can see here, kind of Wick to there, and then we wicked here again, and then kept going lower before coming back up, and then moving lower again. So unfortunately, that would have just faked you out, and you would have stopped out. But so it wasn't actually a clean week to trade. There was like no clear signal at any of the areas I marked up last week. So you could have potentially looked for other areas, like maybe this area just here, but that wasn't a strong one. But it would have kind of held because it would have kind of retested this wick here as it came back up and exhausted. Let me get rid of this now. I'll actually use this example, this one here. So you could have probably potentially looked for this area just here as an area of support, which surprisingly would have actually held. So you can see they kind of came back up, tested, exhausted, came back lower, tested again before kind of completely collapsing. So if that fit within your own trading model, you could have actually potentially taken that trade there, and that would have been a successful one quite easily. So 80 pip take profit, 40 pip stop loss, 2-to-1 risk reward, and there you go. There you have it. Came straight back down. Now it is kind of finding support in this area just here. Now let's actually look on the daily and let's see what's going on in this area. So you can see here it's kind of potentially holding on this area, the 150, 149.60 or 149.70 area, 149.40 area. Let me just go down to the line chart just here. So potentially in this area somewhere here we might find some support. So as you can see, it's kind of came all the way down. So I was wicking off this area just here at the moment. So let's look for some more exhaustion in this area just here to see if we're going to actually move higher to test another area slightly higher or move lower again. So as I said though, if you watched my videos recently, I said it's coming up to this kind of trend line here. So we might find actually some support in this area. Soon might kind of go sideways for a little bit before going higher, then moving lower again. But we're also got this bit of a head and shoulders kind of going on. So let me just draw this in. So you kind of got up for left shoulder, down to the neckline, up for the head, down to the neckline, up for the right shoulder, and coming back down. So let's see if it's going to kind of come lower, break this trend line, and come back up to test this neckline and trend line before moving lower again. So that's something we could potentially see. Something I actually mentioned quite a few weeks back, actually. So it's something that we might end up seeing. So kind of just wait and see how it kind of plays out at this area, which it's coming up to now. So like I said, it is coming up to an area of support. And we could actually kind of get like a bit of a bounce from it back up to this area just here, in here somewhere, before moving lower again. So as I said, it's one of those things you just want to kind of watch it, see how price reacts to these certain areas before making trades. You want to look for exhaustion on those kind of key areas where there is support and resistance. So another one could be around here. Let me zoom into this. So another area could be around this area here of 148.70 kind of thing. So just like I said, just watch kind of price, see how it reacts. Might come down, hit it, come back up, test an area like here, somewhere like 149.65, then before moving lower again. So you just kind of want to watch, see how price reacts in these areas. We are now in a bit of a slight short-term downtrend, like a bit of a correction, because it has been quite bullish for some time. It's been pretty much bullish for most parts of this entire year. Actually, since April last year, since March of last year, it's just kind of rallied strongly higher. So we are due for a bit of a reasonable correction, potentially even back down to this 142 area, but in saying that, that is a significant drop from where we are right now. As I said, though, just want to kind of wait and see how it plays out over time. Let me know what you guys think. Let me just draw in the arrows so you can actually have a look and see what it's going to do. So potentially, this from here, like I said, could potentially even go lower to here, or from here back up to test this area around here somewhere before coming down again. And yes, that's what I'm kind of watching out for this week. Not 100% on what it could do. It's a bit up in the air at the moment, so just kind of watch it as it opens. Take trades as you like. Make sure you're using correct risk management. I have a great video on that as well. Like I said, check out that playlist of the entire crypto Forex tutorial. And as well as that, you can actually use your skills in Forex to trade crypto. So let me scroll down here and let me pull up Serum here. Is actually a pair I trade on the crypto market. As you can see, I've got all my areas kind of marked out, and it's actually respected them quite well. For the most part, obviously, there's a few areas where it's just kind of blown through because depending on how much hype and attention a project is getting, it can just smash through all your levels. But you kind of watch areas where it could potentially find support or resistance for take profit and or buy in areas. So, like I said, I do use it a fair bit for my crypto. So, hope that video has been useful for you guys. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think the pair could actually do for the week moving ahead. And don't forget, guys, smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel so you can keep up to date with all my latest videos. And drop me a like, and I'll catch you guys again next week. Cheers.